माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदा नंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कलि पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्णा। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, The Science of God, chapter number 3, verse number 36. नान्तर्बहिर्दिवानाक्तम् अन्यास्मादपि चायुधे न भौमो नाम्बरे मृत्युर्न नरेर्न मृगैरपि. Synonyms: na, not; anta, inside the place or home; bahi, outside the home; diva, during the daytime; naktam, during the night; anyasmad, from any others beyond Lord Brahma; api, even; cha, also; ayudhe, by any weapons used within this material world; na, nor; bhomo, on the ground; na, not; ambare, in the sky; mrityu, death; na, not; nare, by any man; na, nor; mrige, by any animal; api, also. Translation: grant me that I not die within any residence or outside any residence during the daytime or at night, nor on the ground or in the sky. Grant me that my death not be brought by any being other than those created by you, nor by any weapon, nor by any human being or animal. Jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki, Jai Shri Gaunitaya ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada. Hiranyakashipu was very much afraid of Vishnu's becoming an animal to kill him because his brother had been killed by Vishnu when the Lord took the shape of a boar. He was therefore very careful to guard against all kinds of animals. But even without taking the shape of an animal, Vishnu could kill him by hurling his Sudarshan Chakra, which can go anywhere without the Lord's physical presence. Therefore, Hiranyakashipu was careful to guard against all kinds of weapons. He guarded against all kinds of time, space, and countries because he was afraid of being killed by someone else in another land. There are many other planets, higher and lower, and therefore he prayed for the benediction of not being killed by any resident of any of these planets. There are three original deities: Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. Hiranyakashipu knew that Brahma would not kill him, but he also wanted not to be killed by Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva. Consequently, he prayed for such a benediction. Thus, Hiranyakashipu thought himself securely protected from any kind of death caused by any living entity within this universe. He also carefully guarded against natural death, which might take place within his house or outside of the house. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। इंग्लिश चलेगा? So today we are reading from 7th canto chapter 3 verse number 36. So in this verse, as we knew that in the previous verses, from the previous verses that Hiranyakashipu, who was doing austerities to get the boons, benedictions from Lord Brahma. ये ऑन करो ना, वो दो, वो ऊपर वाले ये नहीं ये तो है वो वाला ये ना, हाँ दोनों. हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण. Yes, thank you. So Hiranyakashipu performed austerities for so many years, 60,000 years, just to get the boons and benedictions from Lord Brahma to become immortal. He does not want to die. But because even though Lord Brahma, he himself is what? Mortal. Because being in a material universe, material cosmos, everything that has been created is bound to die. So he planned in such a meticulous way that the boons he asked, he was, you can say, listening to those boons, one can very much predict that, oh yes, in these boons he asked for immortality only. You know that the in mathematics we solve those equations. Limits to tends to zero, tends to infinity. So similarly, he planned so much, but while asking for boons, his boons are so much meticulously designed, thinking that oh, if these boons I get means immortality is fixed for me. So what he asked? He asked that grant me, O Lord Brahma, that I do not die in my residence or outside my residence, during the daytime or at night, nor in the ground nor in the sky. Grant me that my death not be brought by any being other than those created by you, nor by any weapon, nor by any human being or animal. In Purport, Srila Prabhupada says, because Hiranyakashipu was so much afraid of Vishnu that, especially afraid of Vishnu being an animal, that he was afraid that Vishnu may come as an animal to kill him, because his brother Hiranyaksha was also killed like in the same way. Because Lord came in which incarnation? As a boar incarnation, as a pig, to kill Hiranyaksha. So he was afraid that even to kill me, Lord may take the form of an animal. So in order to guard against that particular way of killing, he asked Lord Brahma that grant me that my death not be brought by any being other than those created by you, nor by any human being or animal. That I should not be killed by any human being or animal. So that aspect is covered. Now, Vishnu when comes, he kills with, he has a Sudarshan Chakra, or he has his club, trident, all the weapons, or even the demigods, they also have various weapons. So he also guarded that aspect also by saying that nor by any weapon, I could should not be killed by any weapon. So now he is relaxed from weapons also. Now Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that even though he's afraid of Vishnu, but Vishnu has a Sudarshan Chakra which can be hurled from any distance, and it does not require practical presence of Lord Vishnu to use that weapon. So to secure from that weapon also, from to the to get, you can say, ensure that even the weapons of Lord Vishnu will not kill me, he asked the benediction that should not be killed by any weapon. Then He asked, okay, I am safe from weapons, now I'm safe from animals or humans. What about natural deaths? Because natural death may also come. So, in order to cover that aspect, what is said that I give grant me that I not die in the ground or in the sky. So when he's asking that I should not die on the ground means he's covering the lower planetary systems, Atal, Vital, Satal, Suratal, Patal. And when he's claiming that I should not die in the sky means he's covering the higher planetary systems, the Swarg and upper Bhu, Bhurus, those upper planetary systems. So I should not be killed there, and not in the daytime or in the night, because whenever people die natural deaths, when they die, either in the day or in the night, and or in the house or outside the house. So we covered that aspect also. I did not die within any residence or outside any residence, neither within nor outside. He covered that aspect also. So as far as his calculations were concerned, depending on his intelligence, he used each and every corner of his intelligence to confirm that he becomes immortal. Prabhupada says that there are three original deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwaram. And regarding Brahma, he was sure, damn sure, that Brahma will not kill him because he performed such an tremendous austerities. Why? To please Lord Brahma. So Brahma will not kill me, that he was assured. So now he also wanted not to be killed by Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva. That's why he prayed for such a benediction. So all these calculations Hiranyakashipu did to safeguard himself from any kind of death. But the point is, as we have heard many times, that man proposes and God disposes. Even such a big scientist today also, they are making such a big plans to that we will do this thing, we will do that thing. But just a single calamity of nature and everything is destroyed. So he did austerities, severe austerities for 60,000 years, not eating, not drinking. Can you imagine 60,000 years being in a single position? Just while sitting in the class, we change our position so many times because we are uncomfortable, and to become comfortable, we change our position. And he was in a single position for 60,000 years. Finally, he got the benedictions, and later on in the next verses it will come that he also asked for siddhis, yogic siddhis, good health, everything. So now, after 60,000 years practicing these austerities, he got his boon of near to immortality, not immortality, but near to that. He ruled his kingdom, not only his kingdom, but he also conquered the kingdom of demigods also. The palace of Lord Indra, Amravati, conquered that also. Such a opulence, all the, you can say, sense gratification, luxuries were at his feet. And for how many years he ruled? 5 years. 60,000 of austerity, 60,000 years of austerities, and just ruled for 5 years. And Hiranyakashipu came and killed him. And Lord Narsimhadev came and killed Hiranyakashipu. Sorry. So when Lord Narsimhadev came, we will study in the consecutive upcoming verses that he neither killed him outside his residence nor his inside his residence. Where did he kill him? In between, on the doorway, in the doorstep, killed him. Neither in the ground nor in the sky. Where did he kill him? In his laps. In his lap, he killed him. And how? He didn't even use any weapon, he used his nails. Lord Narasimhadev uses nails to tear apart his abdomen. And nails are neither, they are not counted amongst the weapons. It's a part of body. And Lord Narasimhadev is neither a human nor an animal. Head is of a lion, animal, and the whole body, rest of the body is of a human. So no matter how many calculations, how much calculations an atheist does, but the Lord, he even respected those calculations, those boons which were given by Lord Brahma to Hiranyakashipu, to so that it should not be considered that the Brahma, the boons that Brahma gave are false. He proved those boons to be true, and keeping those boons true, he killed Hiranyakashipu. And when, with his nails, he tear apart the abdomen of Hiranyakashipu, Lord Narasimha, what he did? He took out the intestines of Hiranyakashipu and used those and garlanded those intestines around his neck. So now, what happened when Hiranyakashipu became the Ekrat, the single ruler of the whole universe? The offerings which were meant to be offered to demigods, the sacrifices, the yagyas which were for demigods, and or you can say, sorry, you can say that demigods, they used to offer some fruits, foods to Lord Vishnu because they worship Lord Vishnu. But the Hiranyakashipu, the power he got, he changed the system so much. He said that there is no other god other than me. Now I am the god. So if I am the god, you should worship me only. You should not worship Vishnu because now I am the god. So being afraid of Hiranyakashipu, the demigods used to offer, not only demigods but even humans also used to offer the foods, the offerings which are meant for Vishnu to Hiranyakashipu just because of fear of Hiranyakashipu. So now, when Lord Narasimhadev tear aparted the abdomen of Hiranyakashipu, garlanded those intestines around his neck, he is showing to the demigods and other humans that see. So, see, being an taking the incarnation of an animal or lion, it's not very inauspicious to wear intestine. Lion is used to it, tearing the you can say it's tearing his prey apart, taking out the intestines, licking the intestines, wearing those intestines. It's normal for a lion. So the message which Acharyas delivers here, that as if Lord is saying that whatever food a person eats, it finally goes to intestine. So he's saying, Lord Narasimhadev is saying that whatever food stuff, whether demigods or humans, you have offered, you were supposed to offer to me, but due to the fear of Hiranyakashipu, you offered those foodstuffs to Hiranyakashipu. Now I am offering those foodstuffs also. Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya ki, Jai Shri Gaura ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. So now I am offering those foodstuffs also, because finally foodstuffs go into the intestines And now I have garlanded those intestine of Hiranyakashipu, means I have offered those foodstuffs which you offered earlier to Hiranyakashipu, which were meant for me. So this is the mood of Lord Narsimhadev. So Hiranyakashipu, being the representative of an egoist person, who's an egoist person who is always bragging about himself only. I am like this, I have did this, these are my achievements, as if he is the center of the universe. And Hiranyakashipu did practically that. He became the center of the universe. There's some people who are egoist, who are egotist, egocentric, egomaniac, all the different flavors of ego. They think that world is revolving around me, or at least world should revolve around me. I'm the center. Everyone should praise me. So Hiranyakashipu practically did that. I am the god. So now, being the representative of ego, false ego, the boons which Hiranyakashipu asked for, even same thing applies with our ego also. Because our false ego is not killed whether we are inside our residence or we are outside our residence. It remains alive in both places. Our false ego is not even killed by any animal or a human. Our false ego is not killed by any weapon. Whether we are in this ground or in the sky, a false ego still remains. So, how will it be killed? Only one option is there. If we pray to Lord Narsimhadev, if we pray to Lord Vishnu, to Krishna, that you come and you kill this false ego. Otherwise, it is not only difficult, it's impossible to kill this false ego. Because as Hiranyakashipu became an in the worship, hindrance for the devotees to worship Lord Vishnu, hindrance for the Brahmanas to perform sacrificial yagyas to please Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu became a big obstacle. Similarly, this false ego becomes an hindrance, becomes an obstacle in our path of devotional service to Lord Sri Hari. Because a person having ego, it becomes very difficult to worship Sri Hari, to worship Lord Krishna. So, if as the demigods, as the devotees, as the Brahmanas, when they were unable to perform devotional service, when they were unable to perform Vedic ceremonies which were meant to please Vishnu because of Hiranyakashipu. So what they did? Prayed. They prayed to Lord Vishnu. And being a magnanimous personality, having mercy, showering mercy on the demigods and all the residents of this universe, Lord Vishnu came as Lord Narsimhadev to deliver Hiranyakashipu. So similarly, we should also pray to Lord Sri Hari, to Sri Krishna, that I do have that false ego within my heart who is constantly torturing me, who is constantly troubling me in taking the shelter of your lotus feet, taking the shelter of your holy name, taking the shelter of your scriptures, taking the shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, taking the shelter of your devotees. So please, Hari, come and kill this ego, who is like Hiranyakashipu, just creating an obstacle in on the path of my devotional service, because there is no other way. And in this Kali Yuga, especially in Satyuga, he came as Lord Narsimhadev to kill Hiranyakashipu. But in Kali Yuga, Lord comes as in the form of sound, as holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So in the form of this holy name, the Maha Mantra, Lord comes to kill this Hiranyakashipu, the representative of ego in our heart. So we just have to chant his holy name and listen to it attentively, so that the Hiranyakashipu as ego which is present in our heart will be killed by the holy name. Otherwise, it is not possible to kill the ego, neither inside nor outside, nor in the day nor in the night, because ego is everywhere and every time. One more thing, Srila Prabhupada says, here it is, okay, that here it's not in this purport, I read it somewhere else, that one thing is that Hiranyakashipu is very much afraid of Vishnu, that Vishnu can kill him. Second thing, what he did after getting those benedictions, he wanted, or even he planned, he tried to kill Vishnu. So that is an atheistic tendency. The atheists want to kill the Lord so that they want to become the Lord. They want to lord over material nature. But the Lord Krishna is present everywhere. How can you kill Vishnu? As Kunti Maharani says, Namasya Purusham Tvadyam Ishvaro Prakrite Param Alakshya Sarvabhutanam Antar Bahiravastitam. The Lord Krishna, who is present inside and outside also. So how can he be killed? He is present everywhere. So it's not possible for the living entity, or especially this Hiranyakashipu who is trying to kill Vishnu, it's not possible. So at least he's acknowledging the fact that Vishnu is there, Vishnu is present, and he knows this also, that Vishnu is present in the hearts of everyone. Hrideshu Arjun Tishtati. And the atheists nowadays are more advanced. If they want to kill Vishnu, how will they kill the God? They say God does not exist. Finished. So why this atheistic class of people cannot understand God? Kunti Maharani says, Maya Javanika Channam Adyadokshajam Avyayam Na Lakshase Mudadrisha Nato Natya Dharo Yata. The Lord has covered himself by the deluding, illusory curtain of illusory energy. Curtain is there. When there is a curtain, we can't see the Lord. When we do offering to the Lord, we put the curtain on. So when there is a curtain, we cannot see the Lord. So similarly, between we, the living entity, and the Lord, the Supreme Soul, there is a curtain in between of illusory energy. So because of that curtain, we cannot see the Lord. As example is given, an actor who's performing a drama on the stage. जी? Okay. 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 I will translate it also. As a being an audience, we see an actor playing the role of a particular character. We fail to identify that actor just because he has put on a particular garments, his get-ups. Similarly, we are unable to recognize the Lord who comes to this material world in various forms. जैसे कोई कलाकार कोई किरदार निभाता है अलग कोई वेशभूषा में, हम उसको पहचान नहीं पाते, तो वैसे ही भगवान अलग अलग अवतारों में इस धरती पे आते हैं, फिर भी जो मूर्ख व्यक्ति है उन्हें पहचान नहीं पाता, क्योंकि जो माया का पर्दा है वो बीच में आ जाता है. सो स्टॉप हियर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.
ये जो वरदान मांगे थे कि पृथ्वी पे जमीन पे मुझे कोई मार नहीं सकता, कोई वेपन से मार नहीं सकता, वो वरदान की वजह से नरसिम्हा देव को उस टाइप का अवतार लेना पड़ा.
जी बराबर. क्योंकि जो ब्रह्मा जी ने वरदान दिया था तो उसकी भी मान रखना था ना. सत्यम विधातुम निज भृत्य भाषितम. जो मेरे प्रिय अपने भक्त ने जो वचन दिए हैं उसका भी तो पालन रखना है. भक्त की वाणी कभी झूठी नहीं जाती ना. तो ब्रह्मा जी ने जो मेरे भक्त ने वचन दे दिया है तो उसका पालन करते हुए, उसकी रक्षा करते हुए मुझे इसको भी मारना है और जो मेरा भक्त है उसकी भी रक्षा करनी है. सर मेरा जो भक्त है उसके वचनों की रक्षा करनी है. तो दोनों मुझे बैलेंस करने हैं. तो ब्रह्मा जी के जो आशीर्वचन थे जो हिरण्यकश्यप को दिए थे उसको भी रख लिया और हिरण्यकश्यप को भी मार दिया. इसके लिए स्पेशल उन्होंने रूप लिया जो आज तक ना किसी ने देखा था ना सुना था. नरसिंह. एक एक चीज का उसमें ध्यान रखा. जितना कैलकुलेशन हिरण्यकश्यप ने किया, न दिन में न रात में पूरा कैलकुलेशन लगाया कैसे कैसे मर सकते हैं, पर ये भूल गया कि वो भगवान है. बुद्धि का जो स्रोत है वो विष्णु से आता है. हाँ,
सायंकाल में मार दिया,
संध्या के समय मारते, ना दिन में ना रात में. कोई बोल नहीं सकता कि दिन में मरा या रात में मरा. संध्या के समय मरा. ना अंधकार हुआ है ना सूर्य है. जी हरे कृष्ण. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की